Hey there, so I'm back with one of my recipes that I usually make around Christmas time. This is Christmas brownies. There's no reason why these are actually Christmas brownies besides the fact that I just made them Christmas brownies. I had decided a few years ago when I came across this recipe that it was so good that I wanted it to be in one of my top 5 Christmas recipes. So you start off with 1 cup of butter that's softened at room temperature, and then we're going to add a cup of sugar. And then we're going to cream that together. So this is my favorite part. And once that starts getting creamed together, you will add 4 eggs, 1 at a time. So let's lock this in place. Start going. Okay, so I misread the recipe. Forgot that you're supposed to actually add 2 more cups of sugar. Forgot that this recipe requires so much sugar. Okay, get that in there. There we go. That's starting to look better. Okay, now we're gonna add 1 1/2 cup of flour, and then 1 full cup of cocoa powder that has been sifted. So I'm going from this way. Okay, I'm going to start your mixer off slowly. Once it starts getting kind of more incorporated like that, you can go up a notch. Okay, and you also need to add a little bit of vanilla and then a little pinch of salt. Just mix that together real quick. Good to go. Okay, so get your baking dish out, spray it with some cooking spray, and then take your batter, and this is baking. I can start preparing the other toppings for it. Get this all nice and smooth. Yeah, so go ahead and put it in your oven at 350 degrees, and this is going to cook for about 35, 40 minutes, just depending on your oven. So I'm actually going to probably pull these out a few minutes early because there's other things I'm putting on top of these to bake and then put back in the oven. So I'm just going to, I'll probably take them in about 25, 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get some butter going in the pot. Now this is going to be for the second part of my Christmas brownies. This is the topping, and so what it consists of is it's the brownies, and then I actually put a layer of marshmallows, just your good old-fashioned, the good stuff, and that's going to go back in the oven for a few more minutes to get soft, and then I'll take a butter knife and just kind of flatten that out, and then on top of the marshmallows I'm going to put this. So this is going to be some butter. So far I have half a stick of butter. I usually wind up adding more, just depending on how the mixture starts going. I never do a double boiler with the chocolate because I never can do it right. So I just start off with a little bit of chocolate and some of the butter. So I just kind of mix it around. I keep it on low so I don't burn it. Okay, so this is the part where I start adding just a little bit more butter to help kind of thin it out a little bit. You can also use shortening if you like, but I always find just butter. So we're also going to add a little bit of peanut butter. So I'd say maybe like a, what is that, like an 1/8 of a cup, a 1/4 of a cup maybe. So mix this all together. So the peanut butter kind of helps break it down a little bit too, makes it nice and runny. Okay. So I would say I definitely use an entire bag of milk chocolate chips. And what is the size of this bag? It is a 11.5 ounce bag, so an entire bag of the chocolate chips. Then I use probably about 1/2 cup of peanut butter, and then about 1/2 stick, well, a little bit more than 1/2 stick of the butter. And in that way, it just kind of makes it all liquidy and yummy. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat altogether, because then the next thing I'm going to do are, let me see if I can back this up, Rice Krispie cereal. And so this is going to make kind of a yummy, crunchy chocolate peanut butter topping for this. That goes on top of the marshmallows. So let's see. Again, I just start adding it until it kind of looks good. Is it hot? No. This is my favorite part. This is so side. And I'm going to take the brownies out and get those going. Put the marshmallows on top of them. Okay, so the brownies are out of the oven. And what I'm going to do now, again, step 2, which is the marshmallows. It's super hot. And then I just pop this back into the oven to let these little guys melt. Got some on my thumb. That is okay. So, what I like to do, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start scooping the best part of this, which is the topping that we just made. And so that just goes right on top. Plus, again, if you kind of keep stuff like this for special occasions like Christmas, it just makes Christmas that much more special, because then you have something to look forward to. Like, I haven't made these since last year, and so it's special because it's been so long that I haven't had them. Nice and pretty. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this cool, and then once that's done, I will cut into it, and then I'll show you a few pictures of what it looks like just in the little brownie squares. And so again, great recipe. I'm sorry that I don't have exact measurements. Again, this is just something I always just kind of throw together. And I do have the recipe for the brownies. I'll link that below. That's on allrecipes.com. That's pretty simple. The marshmallows are self-explanatory, and then the topping is kind of, once again, just add a little bit of this and that, and then again, it was like a bag of the milk chocolate, and then you know, by the time I was done, I wound up using almost a whole stick of butter. And so, and then like 1/2 cup of peanut butter. So that's more of a general idea of the ingredient list. I think that'll probably work just as well. So anyway, I'm gonna let these cool a little bit, and then I'm gonna pop them in the fridge to get them to kind of solidify a little bit more, and then I'm gonna dive right in. So thanks for watching, guys.